Since no one ever seems to invite me to a pig pull or a crab boil, I miss eating communally. I don't mean sitting at a communal table in a restaurant, staring down strangers while we all nibble at our seasonal small plates. I mean everyone digging into the same dish at the same time. I mean the warm feeling I get sharing French fondue or Korean barbecue. That effect is what makes monkey bread perfect for a family or holiday brunch. People have to congregate around it. In fact, they want to. They get to pull out the piece with the most sauce, or the fewest nuts, or whatever they like best. They have to stay at the table instead of wandering off to their screens. And they have to get sticky. Monkey bread's first American incarnation was as a mass of buttery dinner rolls, baked together so they could be pulled apart at the table. Pull-apart bread was another common name. The recipe became popular in California, where Nancy Reagan was a fan. Her recipe made the rounds in the 1980s. It quickly picked up sugar and cinnamon, possibly from a Hungarian coffee cake that many bakeries made at the time. This was back before matcha and acai, when Americans regularly, even daily, sat down for coffee and cake. The pastry chef Claudia Fleming, who runs an inn on the North Fork of Long Island, said that monkey bread was now decidedly in the breakfast pastry category, and that she occasionally tries to put one on the buffet. People are too shy to go for it in public, she said. I think it's one of the things that really is better at home. Judging by social media, American home cooks are enamored of monkey bread, having come up with pepperoni and peanut butter, banana, and bourbon versions. Ms. Fleming's favorite has a maple bacon glaze. The recipe I like best is a modern classic. It has the sandy sweet filling of a cinnamon roll, the crunchy pecans and rich caramel of a sticky bun, and the plump majesty of a bundt cake. With all those sweet extras and toppings, you might think it doesn't matter what the bread component tastes like. But it does. So I'll get this out of the way, there's no store-bought refrigerated dough in this recipe. All the things that are lovable about it, the cheerful pop, the whoosh of air, the instant results, are absent. Also not here, the salty flavor, the preservatives, and the chemical aftertaste of commercial dough. That aftertaste comes from the baking powder used to make the dough rise. There's nothing wrong with baking powder, per se, but manufacturers use a lot of it to replicate the slow rising effect of yeast. So the minerals it's made of push their way forward. If you already like monkey bread, and you've had only the kind made with supermarket dough, this one will make your hair stand on end, in a good way. The best monkey breads need the spring and savor of real bread, to balance the sweetness. This version starts with Melissa Clark's excellent white bread recipe. If you have a stand mixer and have never made bread, consider this your gateway recipe. It's a basic dough, no scary starters, long risings, or unfamiliar flours, and the heavy lifting is done by the machine. The same dough can go into savory version of monkey bread, using just melted butter to coat the dough balls. What you end up with is a delicious mass of pre-buttered dinner rolls, with the caramelized edge. Or swap in melted garlic butter for the coating, and Parmesan cheese and parsley for the filling. For a garlic bread version. Recipe, Sticky Bun Monkey Bread. Follow NYT Food on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Pinterest. Get regular updates from NYT Cooking, with recipe suggestions, cooking tips, and shopping advice.